And we're live. What's up, everybody? Coach Nandy here from Nandy After Dark. Y'all get in here, please. What is going on this fine hump day, Wednesday afternoon? It is a beautiful day to be alive and know that you're alive. Let me turn my volume down on my other phone. You guys, when you come in, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button as you come in and get settled in. I would certainly appreciate that. Hey, what's up, you guys? Thank you to those of you who have been waiting kind of in the virtual waiting room here on YouTube. Thank you so much for waiting. Thank you so much for your patience. I have a lot of things that I do when I'm not online. As y'all know, I am a business owner and I'm very busy. I'm always doing things. So, I had a couple of conference calls that I had to get on and take care of some business, but I definitely wanted to hop on. I actually considered just going on later tonight, and I was like, nah, they're already waiting, and I already told them on Facebook that we were going to be going live over here. So, thank y'all so much for your patience. Y'all know when I say 5 minutes, it's probably going to be about an hour or two. So, thank y'all for your patience and for rocking with me on that so much. Please come in and say hello. Just make a quick comment. We're not going to be very long. I'm going to get to it. And I know y'all have been enjoying. Hey, what's up? Hey, everybody. Hi, Miss Booker. What's up, lady? Just say hello in the comments if you would, please. I would appreciate it. Hi, Joy. Joy is real. Hi, Kenya Slusher. I know that y'all have been enjoying the comment, the posts that I've been making on our Facebook page, which is also Nandy After Dark. You guys, I've been going through my videos, and through my phone and cleaning out my videos. I did a video, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, showing you guys how to basically a phone hack, how to use your Amazon Prime membership for unlimited cloud storage on Amazon Photos, which is amazing. You don't have to keep paying Google every month for cloud space. You can just use the free membership that you have with the free benefit that you have with your Prime membership to free up space on your phone. Right. So that way, you can keep recording and you don't have to stop all the time like you do when your phone is full, your memory is full. So I'm going through my phone and cleaning out my phone, cleaning out some of the videos that were stored locally on my device and uploading them to the cloud. So as I'm doing that, I'm going all the way back to, hey, everybody, make sure you hit the thumbs up and say hello, please, if you would. I'm going through the videos last night in the middle of the night. Yeah, I know I'm up late. I'm always up. I'm always up late. I'm always working. I'm always doing things for my business, which everybody knows is Footwork ATL. Anyway, so I'm going through the videos and I see all these funny ass videos of things that we covered over the last few years as it pertains to Carmen and Tay. So I started uploading just small little snippets and little clips of some of the videos that I was coming across. Like there was a Nikki one. What's up, Nikki? I know you watched the show. Hey, I hope you're well. There was a Nikki one. And this was back when Nikki was going in on Carmen and Tay at one time, not too long ago. And she was going in on everyone. She called herself going in on me too, child. But I was basically ignoring her until I didn't. And then it was a wrap. But she was going in on Tay on this particular video, and I thought it was so funny. So I posted it to our page and some other stuff. So as I'm going through these videos, child, I come across Exhibit B. Oh, yes. Listen, I have everything that I've covered over the last 4 years as it pertains to Carmen and Tay, all their bullshit, all their shenanigans, all their drama, all their lies, all their fuckery. I have it all. I have it all. It was my business to know their business. And Facebook was paying me very well. Very well. About $10,000 a month, easily. Just on Facebook. That didn't even include my YouTube stuff. And I showed you guys this, I don't know, a year and a half or so ago. Because, people would be like, oh, no, yes, the fuck. And that was easy. That wasn't even me being online every day. Anyway, so I come across Exhibit B, honey. Pure evidence of what Carmen did, exactly what she did and what she said and who she was with, and et cetera, and how she lost the case. This video alone by itself would have granted Corinna. There were 4 videos according to the court document. There were 4 pieces of evidence basically that the judge looked at. Something I was reading in one of the court documents. And one of those videos, I have all the videos, but I want to show y'all this particular video of Carmen doing what she was not supposed to be doing, and the reason that she has to pay Corinna the 2.3 million. But this particular video costs her about 1 million of that. I'll give you the exact number in a minute. So you guys, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up, hit the like, the heart, the smile. Well, we're not on Facebook. I'm sorry. Hit the thumbs up, hype up the video, say hello in the comments, and just sit back, and chill, whatever. Okay. So before we begin, I just want to give you guys a quick little reminder. All right. Don't get blocked. Don't get blocked, sweetheart. I'm sweet. I'm nice. I'm kind. Everybody knows this. But I'm going to get in that assy. Everybody knows this too. Don't come on my page doing dumb shit and expect for it to fly. It don't, and it won't. All right. Don't get blocked. All right. Don't put stickers on the page. Over here on YouTube, you can't really put stickers, but please don't put those big emojis. I don't like them on the page. That's my personal preference. I come from a very strict corporate background, as y'all know, and I like things a certain way. I don't like my page to look cluttered, and I don't know. I just don't like it. Not that I don't know. I do know. I don't like it. It makes it hard for the comments to, for you to have a steady flow of the comments and reading them with ease when you have to navigate around these big ass, ugly, unattractive stickers. I don't like them. Don't put them on my page. All right. Please and thank you. Also, don't give me any influencer names. Don't put any influencer names on this page unless I say so and we say so. Meaning, don't tell me who's live. I've said this since 2022 when I started this page. All right. You hear anybody else on this planet saying that, the motherfuckers got it from here, which, per usual, as usual. Don't tell me who's live. I don't care. As I've always told y'all, if my mama's live, and I used to give y'all examples of who might be live that I don't care about for 4 years. Don't tell me who's live. I don't care. All right. All right. That'll get you blocked over here. And then no BS. Keep it cute or keep it on mute. All right. All right. All right. Let's get straight into it. Oh, I want to talk about the Copyright Act real quick. We're protected. That's it. Copyright Act of 1976. All right. Okay. Let me take this down. So I know that we've covered the judgment that the judge Letitia Dear Jackson, DeKalb County, that she issued against Carmen in favor of Corinna. I know we talked about that the day that it came out. We talked about it, and I really didn't have time to put together an official formal live like this one right now, because y'all were blowing me up, and I had promised y'all that when the information dropped, whenever I heard about it, however long it was out there, when I heard about it, that I would go live and tell y'all. So I did. You can go back and look at that video from about 2 weeks ago. Not now, when this one is done. So I did. And I gave you kind of basically an overall larger summary of the award amount and kind of a bit of a breakdown of how the judge arrived at that number. Okay. Well, last night going through my videos, I came across, again, a lot of interesting stuff. And one of those videos, I was just going to publish it to our Facebook page like I did a lot of the other videos that I found last night, just some of them, not a lot. But I was like, nah, let me go live and explain to these people why it is that Carmen had to pay what she had to pay, and express how I can't believe that she's still doing and behaving the way that she was, knowing that the judge issued punitive damages in addition to making Corinna whole. The judge also gave Corinna an award for punitive damages, which simply, basically, in layman terms, means that the judge gave Corinna, this is 6 figures. She awarded her, and we'll talk about the exact amount in a minute. She said, all right, this is the money to make you whole for all the shit that Carmen did. And now we're going to also award punitive damages, punitive punishment. We're going to punish her and penalize her for the things that she did because she did them maliciously. That's what punitive damages mean. When you get an award for something from the court because someone did something to you maliciously, like the judge basically was saying you was an evil, spiteful bitch. You knew exactly what you were doing when you did it. You knew that you were under contract for X, Y, and Z, that settlement agreement. And you knew you were supposed to be doing this and not doing this. And you did it anyway. You are a malicious bitch, and I'm going to punish you for that. And she did. That's what the punitive damages were for. All right. So, okay, let's get straight on into it. So, a couple of things. So the settlement amount, or the breach of settlement, that kind of give you guys another high level overview of some of the things. So some of you may not have seen that video. Some of you may have forgotten. And again, this is the official formal live of the breakdown of those charges. And now with this video that I just brought up last night off of my phone to show you guys how Carmen lost, why she lost. I mean, a couple of reasons why, but this video is a clincher, definitely. So, breach of settlement. As y'all know, Carmen and Corinna came to an agreement to sell the I Got You brand back in 2022, December to be exact, of 2022. They reached an agreement. And part of that agreement was that Carmen was supposed to make a video of herself and go on record, go on her page and tell all the people who she had been, tell her followers that she had to make a retraction that basically, I'm sorry I said those things about Corinna. Corinna's not a snake. And, I take back everything that I said. I shouldn't have said that. She had to be remorseful. She had to make a retraction statement. And that was part of the settlement agreement, right? In other words, she had to call the dogs off because every time she went live and she said the things that she said about Corinna just got more and more hate thrown her way. Right. And so to prevent, to kind of undo that, the judge said, all right, with the sale of this company, the agreement will be that you need to go back and retract the things that you said. And Carmen didn't do that. So that was a breach. That was one breach of the settlement agreement. The other piece of it was Carmen was also the judge said, all right, in addition to making that retraction video and going on record and saying, all right, let's be done with this. I'm sorry for what I said. The judge said, you also need to make a total of 8 videos showing, you guys hit the thumbs up button, please. A total of 8 videos, cooking videos, advertisements. Carmen did not do any of that either. And so, and when she went to court, the document says that Carmen didn't go in with any evidence to show that she did the videos. She didn't go in with any evidence to show that she did the cooking videos or that she made the statement. She had nothing. She just went in by herself, as I shared with you guys already, and very unprepared. And that cost her dearly. So, so that was part of the breach, the settlement breach, and of the award. So the breach of settlement agreement has been broken down into a number of sections. Those are just 2 of the sections. All right. The fact that she did not do, she didn't do that retraction video, and that she didn't do the 8 advertising cooking videos. Okay. So she also, and this is the big one, and this is where the video comes in that I am going to show you guys. She also was not supposed to, according to the settlement agreement, and what she signed off on. Let me pull it up. Hold on one second. Turn my phone down. Skip you. There you go. Okay. She also was, where are you? Okay. So under this settlement agreement, she was not supposed to, she was prohibited. This what this document on the screen says. It says under Section 7, Smith was prohibited from developing, marketing, advertising, promoting, and or selling any seasonings or any product of any competitor of I Got You Seasonings for a period of 3 years. Let me read that again, because the video I'm about to show you is why Carmen fucking lost. I mean, she could have just went in with this video alone, just this one. I'm sure that this one was part of it, but she could have just used this one because it clearly violates Section 7 of the settlement agreement, which again, this document on screen says under Section 7 of the settlement agreement. So when Carmen sold that company to Corinna, it wasn't just here goes some money and I got the company now, so let's go our separate ways. No, there were provisions put in place after that agreement was signed, after the money was exchanged and the company exchanged hands. The judge also put provisions in place, additional things that Carmen was responsible for. And under Section 7 of that agreement, it says Smith was prohibited from developing, marketing, advertising, promoting, and or selling any seasonings or any product of any competitor of the I Got You Seasonings brand for a period of 3 years. And it says that Jones, that would be Corinna, presented evidence that Smith did in fact promote a competitor's product on at least 4 occasions. That's where I was talking about the 4. On at least 4 occasions within 11 months. She didn't even make it 11 fucking months. 3 years she wasn't supposed to promote a company, start a company, it's not seasonings, encourage you to go buy somebody else's seasonings, etc. And in this document, it says that Corinna presented evidence, or her attorney, Mr. Quinn, presented evidence that Carmen did in fact promote a competitor's product on at least 4 occasions within 11 months of the agreement being signed. Oh, yes. So she breached Section 7. Okay. So we're talking about the breach right now and how much money was awarded for Carmen breaching. So she wasn't supposed to be promoting anyone. Also under that breach, it says that, this is the part where it says Carmen was required to post a mutually agreeable statement on her social media page. That's the one I was telling you about, that retracted all prior negative comments and promoted Corinna's business. The evidence presented at trial showed that Carmen failed to post the statements. Jones has shown by a preponderance of evidence that Smith breached Section 8 of the agreement. So that's what I was talking about earlier. Carmen was supposed to go back to the people that she was talking to and that she was slurring Corinna's name in all this time and go back and say, y'all, it's over. I sold the company. I'm sorry for what I said. I shouldn't have said that. I was wrong. Blah, blah, blah. She's supposed to piece it up. She never did that. And Carmen didn't go to court showing that she did that. And she knew ahead of court that this is something that the court will be looking for. So it's not like they did guerrilla tactics on her when she got in there. She was like, oh, I was supposed to have a video of me doing that. I got that. I just didn't know I was supposed to have it. No, you didn't have it because you knew about it because they told her the things that she needed to take to court with her to help her case, Carmen, because she didn't have an attorney. She knew about it, but she couldn't produce that because it didn't exist. She never made that video. So the judge was like, yeah, you breached the settlement agreement. Also under that same breach, excuse me, and further down on the page, it says that Carmen was prohibited from making any comments under Section 11 of the breach agreement. Carmen was prohibited from making any comments disparaging Corinna. Section 11 provides that each and every time Carmen violated this Even every time that the violation occurred, that Carmen would be fined $25,000. So in other words, every single time that Carmen called Corinna a snake, or she had people on her team saying shit about her, making panels about her, talking shit about her, talking about the company. So so let me say this. Let me digress for a minute. It's not illegal for anybody to say whatever they want about anyone. I mean, Carmen has learned that over the years, trying to take people to court for talking about her on their page. That's not what this is about. It's not just about that. It's about Carmen agreed to not say these things about Corinna. She agreed when she sold the company that she would basically do damage control for all the shit that she did over the years. And the statements that Carmen made, Corinna was able to prove that it adversely or negatively impacted her business. In other words, the shit cost her money. Huh? What Carmen was doing was hurting the brand so bad that people was like, I'm not fucking with I Got You seasonings. Carmen not rocking with it. She not promoting it. She didn't give it her blessing. Basically, that's what it boils down to. Carmen never gave her blessings to Corinna and that company when she parted ways with it. In fact, she did quite the opposite. She went on a destruction, a path of destruction to bring it down and to discourage people from buying the seasonings because she was mad that she sold it. Nobody forced her to sell it. She sold it voluntarily. But Carmen went on this spree, and Corinna had to prove, which she did, that Carmen's reckless mouth and the things she was saying, it's not that she was just saying things. Anybody, I talk about them, they talk about me, I don't care. But it did adversely impact Corinna's bottom line. It impacted her money. It affected the brands. It almost crippled it, damn near. And the judge and Carmen didn't do anything in her defense to say, no, I didn't do that. And, here's proof of X, Y, and Z. She had nothing when she went to court. Okay. So she did breach that. So, but Carmen signed and agreed in court that she would pay Corinna $25,000 every time she said something. She signed to that. Now, if y'all remember when I went to court with Carmen a couple of years ago, this bitch had her attorney, some lady that she hired for the day, her attorney of the day, pull me to the side and say, yeah, Carmen wants you to agree to pay her $25,000 every time you say something about her. I started laughing. I got up and I walked away because before you go in front of the judge, you can talk on the side, you can arbitrate on the side, and the attorney can talk to, both sides can talk to one another and mediate. Mediation is what's called. You can mediate. So her attorney, some female, and I told y'all this at the time. I definitely don't get on here just be making up bullshit. Not about them. If I tell you something about myself to protect my privacy or whatever, that's one thing. But no. So Carmen had this attorney approach me out before we went in front of the judge, talking about something. Carmen agreed to drop this if you agree to pay her $25,000 every time you said something about her. I laughed at that bitch and went back inside, and the judge threw that shit out, definitely, and said, no, I don't believe you're in fear for your life to Carmen, for the TPO, whatever. So Carmen was trying to do to me what she had signed and agreed to with Corinna. And let me take this down. Well, I'll leave it up. Carmen was trying to do to me what Corinna and her team had done to her. But the difference was, bitch, I had not signed an agreement to say, I didn't sign any agreement with Carmen. Like, I've never talked to Carmen ever. So, but Carmen agreed to this. And her actions also cost Corinna millions of dollars. And Corinna was able to prove that by showing how much money she made, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not going to get into the minutia. Okay. So I laughed at her like, bitch. And I even said that to her attorney, like, oh, she got that off of Corinna. Like, she's currently in a lawsuit with someone named Corinna Jones. Hold on, sorry. And that's the stipulation that they put in place against her. So she trying to Corinna me. Like, bitch, nah. I got supposed to agree to that. Nearly stop talking about me. And if you keep talking about me, $25,000 every time you say something. Bitch ain't got a mind of her own. You got that shit off of Corinna. And guess what? It paid off for Corinna, because in this agreement that's on screen right now, in this judgment, I'm sorry, the judge says that Smith was prohibited from making any comments disparaging Jones. And Section 11 provides that each and every violation incurred a liquidation damage. There you go, of $25,000. So that's how they arrived at that number. They didn't just pull it out their ass like Carmen did that day with me in court. They said that this is damaging the company to the tune of $25,000 by their estimation every time Carmen says something. And or if she was to say something, because this was before, this was at the time that she signed the settlement agreement. And so Carmen didn't give a fuck about signing that. It says that Corinna presented evidence of 32 separate instances where either Carmen or a member of her ragtag motherfucking so-called F team made comments disparaging Jones. And it says, Jones has shown by a preponderance of the evidence that Smith breached Section 11 of the settlement agreement. Okay. So for those 32 counts, the 32 proven instances of disparagement, that's exactly what it says on this paper, court document. The court awarded Corinna $800,000. Oh, yes. That's how much it cost Carmen to assemble a ragtag team of idiots to talk shit about her for 4 years. For somebody like Carmen. She was awarded $800,000 for those 32 counts of proof that she was able to provide at $25,000 a pop. $800,000 for that, for the 32 proven instances of disparagement. And then also, they also awarded Corinna, let me see. Oops, let me go out of here. They also gave Corinna $10,000 under the settlement breach agreement, because what Carmen was supposed to do after they signed the agreement back in December 2022, Carmen was supposed to give a marketing team access to her social media account, and so that they could go on and promote the company, et cetera. And then make 8 videos advertising the company. She didn't do either one. She didn't give the marketing team access, even though Corinna and her team was like, hey, we need access. You agreed to give access to a marketing team so that they can go in and market the company. Even though they kept asking her for it, she never did grant them access, and she never did post the 8 videos advertising the seasoning brand. And so the judge gave Corinna $10,000 for that. Oh, yes. Oops. Hold on. All right. Punitive damages. So it says Jones sought punitive damages based on Smith's willful and wanton, basically reckless, conduct that Corinna presented evidence of at trial, that Carmen engaged in a concerted effort to disparage businesses, assembled a team of people, et cetera, et cetera. So people are like, well, I thought you just said that she got money for that, in the other sections of the award. Yes, she did. But now again, we're talking about punitive damages. Those other awards, the other award amounts that we just covered for talking about her, the $25,000 every time, and all that other stuff that she was doing, that was to make Corinna whole. Okay, that was to make Corinna whole. These damages, the punitive damages, was to punish Carmen for what she did. So it wasn't enough to say, all right, you owe her, let's say, $5. You owe Corinna $5 for all the stuff that you did. No, the judge was like, on top of that, I'm going to get punitive damages because you did it. You did so maliciously. You weren't doing these things accidentally. It's one thing to damage somebody accidentally, or you're not deliberately setting out to sabotage somebody's company, you know, but Carmen deliberately set out, as we saw, very intentionally. She gathered people who were stupid enough. Sorry, Lena, but at the time you were acting stupid. And I think you would agree. She gathered people who were stupid enough to fall for her bullshit and gang up on this lady and her family at times and demonize this company because Carmen sold it voluntarily. Y'all heard this guy, Fat Boy, what's his Fat Boy from Street Truck, came on and said that he was told, Carmen told him that Corinna stole the company from him. See, he doesn't know the story. He doesn't know the history. We do. Carmen would have had people believe that Corinna stole that company from her the way she was carrying on and acting over the years on the internet against this lady in this company and fucking up the brand and persuading people not to buy it. But that's not what happened. She sold it voluntarily and then she regretted it. And so this is where we are now. This is the things that she did because she regretted her own decision to sell the company. So the judge was like, you know what? You was wicked and evil. In this video, I'm going to show y'all shortly, you can see Carmen in this video. Jesse's there, her former videographer. And Carmen is in this video with another influencer promoting his seasoning line, saying the name of it, showing him how to hold the seasoning up on the camera so that they can get the shot of, you know, the label and all that, telling him what to say and encouraging people to buy it and telling them where to get it. Tell them the website they can get it from. Oh, yes. Put it on my page, telling her moderators to post it on her page, to post how they can get it and post his company and post a link to his product on his page. This is a few months after she signed this agreement that she wasn't supposed to be doing any of this shit. And you can see on her face in this video that she knew what she was doing. Of course she knew she's an idiot, but she's not that dumb. She's dumb. She's not that dumb. She was doing it in a very sneaky, snakish, malicious way because that's who she is. That's who Carmen is to her core. She is a snake, period. She is the devil personified. And you can see it all in her face and her mannerisms in this video that she knew exactly what the fuck she was doing, which was trying to fuck Corinna over and damage the brand so Corinna couldn't make any money because she was mad that she voluntarily sold the company to Corinna. It's just stupid. So the judge was like, yeah, I saw those videos. And yes, you did so maliciously. You disparaged that business and, you know, Corinna's name, even though you were told not to do it and you were obligated under the settlement agreement, you know, to refrain from doing those things, but you did it anyway with your black heart. And it says the court finds by clear and convincing evidence that Smith acted maliciously and with a specific intent to harm and with a conscious indifference, meaning I don't give a fuck, a conscious indifference to the consequences of her action. This is what the judge said. The judge said Carmen knew what she was doing and she didn't give a fuck. She did it anyway. And for that, the judge said, you have got to pay. And for the punitive damages alone, the judge awarded Corinna $106,750 for the punitive damages alone. Just to punish her for what she did. Basically, that's what punitive damages are. All right. And then we'll get to a summary of the award amount. So I just wanted to give you guys a good breakdown of, you know, I know I broke it down a little bit before, but it was very high level, but I really wanted to get kind of into the minutia today to really give y'all some context around this video that we're about to watch. Okay. So in summary, in conclusion, it says that it's ordered that there's $10,000 in damages to Corinna for Carmen violating section 1, which was she didn't give people, the marketing team, access to her social media account. and that she didn't make those 8 videos. So $10,000 in damages for that. $800,000 in damages to Corinna for her 32 violations of Section 11. It's right here on the paper. So 32 violations. She talked about her at least 32 times that Corinna was able to muster up fine. People sent to her, whatever. Her team collected $25,000 every time. For the 32 violations of Carmen keep running her big, fat, nasty ass trout lips, the judge was like $800,000 in damages. $1,325,000 in damages to Jones for Smith's violation of sections 7 and 8. Now, section 7 and 8 are the sections of the videos that I'm about to show you. Section 7 and section 8, if you recall, we just talked about a few minutes ago, those are the sections of the settlement breach agreement or the settlement breach that Carmen wasn't supposed to talk about any other video companies and promote any other companies, all that stuff that we just talked about, right? Make reference to them or anything like that. So the judge awarded Corinna $1,325,000 for this video I'm about to show you. Basically, that's what it all boils down to in a nutshell. This video I'm about to show you cost Carmen, this video alone, forget everything else she did. This shit alone cost her $1,325,000. That's a big, big amount to not be able to control yourself. Shut your mouth. Respect the laws that the judge has put forth in that settlement agreement. She just couldn't do it. And then $75,000 for attorney fees. This was not fun and games for Corinna. She had skin in the game. She was paying an attorney this whole time, not just the day of. She was paying an attorney the whole time to aggregate or collect this data for her to prove her case in court. And she paid out of her own pocket through these 4 years. Attorneys don't work on, I'll pay you if and when I get an award, maybe in like a personal injury case. Yeah. But in a case like this, no, they want their money in real time. So the judge gave Corinna back her money, which was $75,000. It says $75,000 for contractual attorney fees to Jones. And then finally, $106,750 in punitive damages for punishment. That's the cherry on top. That's what you call a cherry on top. That's the icing on the cake. Yes, Corinna got all this money for the damage that Carmen did to her brand, which severely crippled, the income of I Got You Seasonings. But the judge said, I'm gonna make a whole as much as I can. And by as much evidence as you provided. But I'm also going to spank that ass because I told her in that agreement, she knew that she wasn't supposed to do this, and that she was supposed to do this, and she deliberately, intentionally, willfully went against those things. Maliciously is the word they used. And they're right. That shit was malicious. And the judge said, and for that, go ahead. You guys make sure you hit the thumbs up button, please. And for that, I'm going to award you $106,750. So the total judgment amount, which is on this document on the screen, is $2,316,750. That is $2.3 million. $2,316,750. That's $2.3 million. I hear some of y'all saying 2.4, etc. No, 316,000 is closer to 300,000 than it is 400,000. That's what the 0.4 is. If it was 385,000, then it will be maybe 3.4 million. But because it's $2,316,750, that's a $2.3 million award. All right. Oh yes. Oh yes. All right. So now that we're all caught up on the real breakdown of these charges and how the judge arrived at the number in great detail, because again, I did go over this, and if you missed it, you can go back to the other video, but this is the ultimate guide to the breakdown of these charges. Anywhere. This is the ultimate guide. All right. So I want to show you guys something. One of the penalties that Carmen received was, as we just covered, was for damaging the company through different things, her acts and her words and deeds. If y'all recall, and I do have screenshots of it. Let me put it up on the screen. If y'all recall, Carmen broke into, or logged into, excuse me, the I Got You Seasonings company corporate social media account, honey. Guess they had never locked her out. And because, they trusted her. They didn't lock her out for a number of reasons. They trusted her to, act responsibly and maturely, etc. So somehow she got into the one of the social media accounts. And she has a beef, as you guys know, with another influencer. Her name is Ari, cousin Ari. And Ari at the time and Nikki, who's Irie, were good friends at the time. It fell out now. I ain't gonna get into that right now. I'll get into that maybe. I don't care enough to get into it, but they're not friends anymore. Shit happens, whatever. Okay. Carmen went and logged into the I Got You Seasoning brand a Facebook account, and I think Instagram too, for sure Facebook, and posted these posts. Oops. There we go. She made these posts under the I Got You Seasoning brand's name, not under Carmen Smith. She was doing enough shit on her own. That wasn't enough for her. It wasn't enough for her to log in as Chef Carmen, HTX, or whatever fuck she calls herself. That wasn't enough. She took it a step further. And this is partly why the judge made Corinna whole and spanked that ass. Because to log into a company's corporate social media account and start disrespecting people, this post says, too messy, as she captioned this picture. She posted a picture of Ari and Nikki and said, two messy ass, dumb ass bitches. Oh, yes. And it says, I Got You Season. It doesn't say Carmen. That would be bad enough. And then Corinna gets in the comments and says, I'm sorry, y'all. Carmen, this is Carmen. This is not the I Got You company that's posting this. This is Carmen who's doing this. Please disregard. I'm so sorry. I apologize. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. This is somebody Corinna considered to be a friend for many years. Bought a house for this bitch. Okay, they're not sexually involved or attracted to each other at all in any way. A business deal. She bought a house for where nobody else would even let her sleep on their couch. This was embarrassing for Corinna. And it was hurtful to the brand, certainly. So Carmen goes and makes these posts. Let's see. Where are you? Okay, here we go. So Carmen is making these posts, and she is let me see if I can blow it up a little bit. Y'all know my eyes are I'm still a little bit challenged. I'm still quite a bit challenged with my eyes, but 14 slide deck 9. There we go. Oops. Go back. There you go. Thank you very much. What is this? Okay. So it says, so after she said two messy ass, dumb ass bitches, Corinna goes, this is Carmen Alana Smith posting on our page. My attorney has been copied on this despicable illegal act. This is not I Got You Seasonings making these posts. And then Carmen, under the I Got You Seasonings account name, says, you and your hating ass is a fucking joke, she says to Corinna. And or she's I think she's she says that to Corinna. And then to that picture that she posted of Ari and Nikki, she says moon pie face ass. She's talking to Ari. I wouldn't know which one she's talking to, because I don't see either one of them as a moon pie face ass bitch. But she went on record later to say who she was talking to and about. So she goes moon pie face ass and posts a picture of Ari and Nikki, LOL. And then a lady goes and says, you should be ashamed to put this up here to Carmen. Basically, the people who saw this happening couldn't believe their eyes. They couldn't believe their eyes. And they were trying to tell her to stop and take this down. And why are you doing this? This is so wrong and reckless. So you can see Corinna trying to do damage control and, and say that this isn't us. This is Carmen doing this. Okay. This costs Carmen dearly. This costs her dearly. And those punitive damages, this was one of the reasons the judge spanked that ass and said, you an evil ass bitch. You knew what the fuck you were doing and you knew you wasn't supposed to do it and you did it anyway. Oh, yes. So Corinna, her attorney, took this evidence to court, and this was one of the reasons the judge ruled the way that she did and awarded the way she did. All right. So we're going to get into the video because, baby, this alone was enough. Let me see. When did she have to start paying it? She should have been paying it already, right away. What's up, everybody? Hello, 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 hello. I see your comments. Hi, Lori Campbell. Hi, Felicia Ball. If you're an influencer and you're watching this and I don't say hello to you, please don't think that it's malicious because it's not. I can't see all the comments at all. All right. Okay. Let's get into the video, child. Let's get into this video. Exhibit B, because I already showed y'all Exhibit A last week sometime. Let me get my mouse. Okay. Let me take you down. And I'll leave the settlement agreements up just in case I have to refer to it again. All right, you guys, I'm going to get into this video. This video is of Chef Carmen, aka Grandpappy, aka Pillow Princess, because yes, baby, she is, aka OJ, aka Uncle OJ. I mean, there's so many names for them out there, child. The Pink Panther, the list goes on and on. And there's a video of her and this other influencer. Ooh, let me plug my phone in. Just in case my battery gives out. I don't want that to happen. I don't want our live to be cut. All right. Here we go. I always say that, and then StreamYard comes and plays in my damn face and don't post my video the way they're supposed to post it. All right. Two. You guys, while I'm queuing this up, if you have enjoyed this video, you found value in it, you found humor in it, you got your entire life by it, definitely make sure that you tip the Cash App. It's Coach, COACH, Nandi, NANDI. Make sure you hit the Cash App. Send a tip. I would definitely appreciate it. You don't have to, but definitely send a tip. I would appreciate it. Influencers, this is work, putting these things together. And yes, we are paid by, the platforms and etc. But tips are definitely appreciated, very, very much so. And it's the Queen's birthday month. The Queen, that would be me. So your tips and well wishes are certainly very much appreciated. Because baby, ain't nobody breaking down no Carmen and Tay shit like this anywhere on this planet. Ever. We've been doing this for 4 years. Let's see.
because you can't go out without the seasoning. And the best seasoning in the world to put on this here, man, is this Chef Bay seasoning salt. You feel me? Y'all check that out, man. Chef Bay seasoning salt. Go crazy, you feel me? Like, look, if you don't put Chef Bay seasoning salt in it, what you putting in it? You know what I'm saying? You don't want that mess from the grocery store. You want the real deal. You feel me? You want that thing. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. Here it goes. You know what I'm saying? You put however much you want in there. Just don't go crazy. Don't over season. Just make sure it's seasoned. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and drop some of that in there. Couple shakes, you know what I'm saying?
So what's all in there? I know you ain't gonna give all the secrets.
Yeah,
what's the basics?
We ain't gonna give you everything, but just know it's, you know, a good blend of herbs and spices. You got garlic, onion, you know, paprika. We got a little bit of everything in there, so it's gonna evenly shake you up. You know what I'm saying? Your stuff gonna be busted.
Well, I had it yesterday, and the seasoning level on the food that we ate yesterday was incredible. I'm very impressed. Can you show me? It's so good. It's delicious.
I'm talking about crazy.
Where can they get this seasoning?
Where can they get it? They can get it at cuttingupwithbae.com. You know what I'm saying? CUTTINUPWITHBAE.com. Cuttingupwithbae.com. Get you some. You feel me? We got paprika. We got seasoning salt. But we on the seasoning salt today. This is where it's at. This one right here. This one. This first one. This the main thing. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you hit with that. We're going to hit it with some Chef Bay paprika, the smoked kind. Smoked paprika give it a different, you know, it hit different. You know what I'm saying? It just bring the whole thing out. So you take you some Chef Bay smoke.
Okay. When you said we're gonna go on with the Chef Bay smoke paprika, hold it like here for Jesse.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, I was gonna get it after.
Yeah, I figured that. I thought it was too far back.
She's showing them.
I ain't make one. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But
she's showing them how to hold the bottle for the commercial.
Couple shakes of that. Give it some color, some flavor. Make that seasoning salt pop a little bit.
Make it pop like
you know what I'm saying?
Look at her face. She knows exactly what the fuck she's doing. Exactly.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? All right, now.
Somebody, you can talk to the phone. You can put they want the seasoning link. You want
okay, yeah. Seasoning is at cuttingupwithbae.com. If she can,
if you're on my page, put it in there, and somebody can pin it.
Yeah, put it on my page.
Okay, yeah,
put it like 4 times on my page.
Put it
we'll make sure it's in the comments. Cuttingupwithbae.com. Gotta get one. You feel me? Last but not least, we just throw a little bit of ground black pepper in there. Make sure you give it a little bit of some pepper. You know, a good, generous amount. Nothing too crazy. It's all the taste. It's all what you like to taste. But definitely got to drop some black pepper in that thing.
I would say go in there with a teaspoon of black pepper.
Teaspoon of black pepper. That sounds good.
Baby, she was directing. Jessie was there. She had her cameraman there. Her professional videographer. She was directing. She was promoting. She was encouraging. She was ordering people to go to the website or post it on my website 4 times, his link to buy it. Everything she could possibly do to steer traffic and sales away from the I Got You brand, all because she hated Corinna so bad. And she the one who sold the company to Corinna. Corinna didn't steal it from her. She sold it to her. And this video alone cost Carmen $1.3 million. Just this video alone. Out of that $2.3 million award, $1.3 million of it was because of this video. This video alone was the clincher. Willful disregard is the way that they describe it in the court document, and it's 100% accurate. 100%. 100%. Let me see. Let's play it again because it bears repeating. Look at her face this whole time. Gotta watch her face and how happy and giddy she is doing what she's doing. She got this evil, malicious look to her because that's who Carmen is. She's an evil, malicious person. And it's shining through brightly in this video. And I know when the judge saw this video, that's exactly what she said. The judge probably in her mind was like, oh my God, I know this bitch did not sit up here. She didn't just subtly mention a company, which would have been wrong because I have other videos of Carmen doing this exact same shit with other influencers, the other instances that they referenced in the court document. But this one right here, the judge didn't need anything else. This was it. This was enough for her 1.3 million just for this video alone. Idiot.
Can't go out without the seasoning. And the best seasoning in the world to put on this here, man, is this Chef Bay seasoning.
And who you
sauce,
think told them to say the
y'all
best
check that out,
seasonings
man.
in the
Chef
world?
Bay seasoning sauce.
Carmen.
Go crazy. You feel me? Like, look, if you don't put Chef Bay seasoning salt in it, what you putting in it? You know what I'm saying? You don't want that mess from the grocery store. You want the real deal. You feel me? You want that thing. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. Here it goes. You know what I'm saying? You put however much you want in there. Just don't go crazy. Don't over season. Just make sure it's seasoned. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and drop some of that in there. Couple shakes, you know what I'm saying?
So what's all in? What's all in that? I know you ain't gonna give all the secrets.
Oh yeah,
what's the basics?
We ain't gonna give you everything, but just know it's a good blend of herbs and spices. You got garlic, onion, paprika. We got a little bit of everything in there, so it's gonna evenly shake you up. You know what I'm saying? Your stuff gonna be busted.
Well, I had it yesterday, and the seasoning level on the food that we ate yesterday was incredible. I'm very impressed. Can you show me it's so good. It's delicious.
I'm talking about crazy.
Look at her. Look at her face.
Where can they get this seasoning?
Where can they get it?
They can get it at cuttingupwithbae.com. You know what I'm saying? CUTTINUPWITHBAE.com. Cuttingupwithbae.com. Get you some. You feel me? We got paprika. We got seasoning sauce. We on the seasoning sauce today. This is where it's at. This one right here. This one. This first one. This is the main thing. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you hit with that. We're going to hit it with some Chef Bay paprika, the smoked kind. Smoked paprika give it a different, it hit different. You know what I'm saying? It just bring the whole thing out. So you take you some Chef Bay smoke.
Okay. When you said we're going to go on with the Chef Bay smoked paprika, hold it like here for Justin.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, I was going to get it out.
Yeah, I figured that. I thought it was too far back.
And they can get you.
Yeah, I ain't making one. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, we here. We did a couple shakes of that. Give it some color, some flavor, make that seasoning salt pop a little bit.
Make it pop like
you know what I'm saying? All right. It's you know what I'm saying? All right, now.
Somebody, you can talk to the phone. You can put they want the seasoning link. You want?
Oh, okay, yeah. Seasoning is at cuttingupwithbae.com. If she can,
if you're on my page, put it in there, and somebody can pin it. Somebody can pin it.
Okay, yeah.
Put it like 4 times on my page.
Yeah, we'll make sure it's in the comments. Cuttingupwithbae.com. Gotta get one. You feel me? Last but not least, we just throw a little bit of ground black pepper in there. Make sure you give it a little bit of some pepper. A good, generous amount. Nothing too crazy. It's all the taste. It's all what you like to taste. But definitely got to drop some black pepper in that thing.
I would say go in there with a teaspoon of black pepper.
Teaspoon of black pepper. That sounds good.
Baby, she giving suggestions on recipes, honey, and everything. This is diabolical, honey. Carmen didn't stand a chance going in that courtroom. And you know what? As I think about it, maybe that's why Carmen didn't have an attorney, because she certainly can afford one. She already said how much money she makes, $50,000 in a weekend, a day, weekend, whatever. It's the same thing, whether it's per day or it's per weekend. That shit's the same thing. That's life-changing money in 2 days. That's life-changing money. Carmen knew that she had fucked up. You don't fucked up, right? You know what movie that come from. You don't fucked up. Carmen knew she had messed up so badly that she didn't stand a chance in this courtroom. So she didn't, in my mind, she's like, why am I even going to go to court and pay all this money for an attorney when I know I'm guilty of this shit that she said I did, and there's evidence, hardcore evidence, and Corinna has a professional team that's been collecting this shit for the last 4 years. So why am I going to spend money when I know I'm going to lose anyway? In my mind. She ain't smart enough to think like that, though. She just didn't have it because she was blowing it at the casinos. But and spending it, she collected money from her followers. She didn't use it on that. She didn't go to court with one. I don't give a fuck what they say. She might have put it toward one. No, bitch, she didn't go to court with one, period. And in my mind, she knew that this video that I just showed y'all existed, and the other ones too. I'm happy to post the other ones. I won't do a full live for the other ones. I'll post the other ones on our Facebook page, which is also Nandy After Dark. Or maybe I'll make a short story out of them here on YouTube. So make sure you are following our YouTube page, which is Nandy After Dark, and that your notification bell is set on YouTube. It's not enough to be following. You also have to go in and click on that little bell, the drop down, and make sure that it says all notifications, even on YouTube. right? Very important. So you know that when I'm going live or if I drop something new, like a short or, whatever. But Carmen knew she didn't stand a chance. She had to know. She knew what she did. And she knew there was hardcore evidence out there. So she's like, well, fuck it. And it probably was Tay who told her, because how could you be married to somebody with half a brain? That would be Tata, half of a brain cell. And because Carmen don't have any, but Tay has at least half of one. How did you be married to a bitch with half a brain cell and go to court for a multi-million-dollar case and know that person has a legit attorney and send your spouse without one? You don't even show up to support your spouse or speak on their behalf or present the evidence that you do have. You know why? Because they didn't have any evidence. They didn't have any. Corinna wasn't just out there hijacking their accounts and, sullying their name. She wasn't doing that. They didn't have any fucking evidence. All the evidence was stacked against them. But still, you go to court and you support your spouse. You sit there and you give them moral support. Or don't show. She might as well not showed up at all at court. I mean, it was a waste of time for everybody because the evidence was so overwhelming. Video of her doing these things, like the one that I just showed you, she knew it didn't even make sense to get an attorney. In my mind, she's not going to say that. She hasn't said that, but that's what I believe. And that will make sense as to why she didn't show up with one for this big ass long anticipated case for 4 years. It's been anticipated. So anyway, I just wanted to come on and give you guys a complete and proper breakdown of the award amount that Corinna won against Carmen Sita Maria Riley, which again is $2.3 million, and how the judge arrived at that number and why she arrived at that number. I told you how before in my high level overview. If you missed that video, you can go a couple videos down. It's the one where it says 2.3 million in the little picture on the side, on the thumbnail. But I told you how the judge arrived at that number by doing the breakdown high level, but I didn't give you the why. And I just showed you screenshots of Carmen hacking into the I Got You Seasoning social media account, calling people bitches and ugly and pie face and, and all the other stuff that she was doing, and video of her promoting another company. Very much so. Directing the advertising video, posting the links on her page 4 times, telling him how to tell people how to get it, saying that they're amazing. He said they're the best seasons in the world. Who the fuck did he get that from? Whose rhetoric is that? Carmen told him to say that. Carmen told him to say that in his advertising video for his seasoning line. And that was a flag on the play. Very much so. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I have work to do. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me over the last few years or so. Make sure you check our Facebook page for little videos. I'll be doing photo dumps probably at night, late at night when I'm going through my phone, cleaning up things. They won't stay on our Facebook page long. I'll post them for a few hours and then remove them because I don't like a lot of clutter and stuff like that on the page, just like official lives and stuff. So you guys have a great rest of the day. Make sure that you're following our YouTube page, which is Nandy After Dark. Make sure that you send a tip in if you did appreciate and like this video. It's Coach Nandy, CoachNandi, on Facebook. And I'm sorry, on Facebook, on Cash App, Chime, and PayPal. Somebody actually tried to hack into my Cash App account. So I had to create another Cash App account. And I did tell Cash App what I thought and who I thought it was. And so they encouraged me to make another account. So I still do have access to that account, but you might get a message when you go to send a tip to Coach Nandy. And that's the reason why I did put my account on alert status. And all that good stuff. Same as what they did try to do with my Facebook account. So anyway, tip Coach Nandy or Coach Nandy 79. Both accounts are mine. And I will catch you guys on the next episode of Nandy After Dark. Thanks so much. Have a good day. Bye.